How's it going, members? Welcome to my digital trading toolkit. And what I mean by that is the tools that I need to use in order to trade every day. So there's two main types of analysis, as I've mentioned before. There's fundamentals and technicals. So one of the websites is going to be for your technical analysis and one of them is going to be for your fundamentals. So to start off with, I'm going to do fundamentals. So the website that I would recommend is dailyfx.com. There's a lot of them, to be fair, but DailyFX is one of the main ones. You come onto here and the only one you need to use really is the economic calendar. So on the economic calendar, it tells us all of the news events that day that are going to affect the markets, and it tells us whether they're high, medium or low importance. So I would only really focus on the high importance ones. So you can just alter on here whether you want to see all of them or just high. So you set it to the high ones, and as you can see, there was only 2 today. So there was something for the United States, and what it does is sometimes it gives you a forecast of what they're predicting it to be. So if the actual is very different to the forecast, it's usually going to have a bigger effect on the markets. Just things like that, because you always have to be aware of what news is coming out that day. But I wouldn't base a trade on it, just because you should never try and predict news, to be honest. That's not something I would recommend. And then the technical analysis side of things is TradingView. And TradingView is the most well-known charting site that there is. And that's mainly because you can just open a free account and you can literally search for anything. If you want to search stocks, Forex, cryptos, obviously it's got everything on there. You can also have Pro account like I do. The Pro account just allows you to have some extra features like having multiple charts on your one screen at once. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. But you don't have to do that, especially if you're just getting started. I'd just recommend opening a free account because you can still use all of the actual charting tools. So you have a watch list up here where you can add your favorite symbols. So for instance, I'm just going to put GBP USD on there, and then you'd click on it. Here we go. And then if you click full featured chart, and then on here, this is where you're going to keep up to date with price of all your favorite pairs. You can flick through quickly, which is nice. And also, depending on what broker you have, you can kind of pick a currency pair, like Euro, New Zealand dollar, for example, and then you have different prices. So FXCM, Oanda. So it has a few different options there. And then on TradingView, you have all sorts of tools. So obviously you have all the normal things like trend lines, Fibonacci, all of that, and then you have a wide range of indicators too. So I don't really use indicators myself, I only use moving averages, but they do have some cool things like a public library where anybody can just upload their indicator, and you can see here the ones that have the most likes, so the ones that are used like the most. I wouldn't recommend using them myself, just because I never focus a trade on indicators. I'm always structure and price action. So if you just for fun want to have a play around with them, then feel free to check out all of the different indicators. There's a lot on there, but I only personally use moving averages. You also get a lot of different time frame options. So say on MT4 you don't get all of these different options. On MetaTrader 4 you get quite a few more, and you can actually you can add whatever you want. So if I wanted to have like an 8-hour chart or something, so 8 hours, I could add an 8-hour. That's the only 2 websites that you're ever really going to need for trading. I hope that's helped. Thank you.